So the brand new update is completely oriented around Miles Morales, so I wanted to see how people would react if I just queued straight into a game with a full Spider-Verse movie loadout, and on top of that I would be doing web shooters only for movement. And that was when in the pregame lobby I ran into this Spider-Gwen skin, but for absolutely no reason they were just super toxic, and I knew I had to get my revenge. Once the game began though, I landed at Mega City, and that's when immediately in the distance I spotted what I thought was the new mythic. I closed in and immediately went to pick it up, but that's when I realized that it was just the ODM spear, and I was about to give up, but then this guy just spawned it. I nearly took him out and was super jealous since he himself had the web shooters, but he must have been like Mr. Beast or something since he just gave me his web shooters out of the kindness of his own heart and dipped out. And I knew that I had to make it up to him somehow, and so I then even took out a symbiote Spider-Man thanks to these mythics, but then I had bigger problems because I had to go to zone. I was just swinging around and I even hitched a ride to zone on this car. And that was when in the final zone, it was in the final 3 and I spotted this Spider-Gwen skin in the distance and just ran in. I almost ended up dying, but thankfully pieced her up, and that was when I was at an all-time low, but out of nowhere the last guy came in and tried the third part. I was super anxious, but somehow it ended up being the exact same generous Spider-Man skin from earlier. It was super chill, and it turned out that this guy had the garbage ODM gear, so of course I had to repay the favor by giving him my Spider-Man mythic, and then I picked up the Gwen's mythic. We both had him and he was super stoked to finally have some, so we hugged and agreed to a Spider-Man mythic build battle. Right off bat though, I had height and I honestly felt kind of bad for this kid since he was really bad. I decided that I would sacrifice myself since his generosity and kindness earlier on was really the only reason that I had made it this far. And he ended up winning the battle that would determine who was the best Spider-Man. So the moral of the story is, don't forget the people who brought